The hit Christmas movie A Year Without a Santa Claus is kind of piloted by its characters of Winter Christmas and Heat Miser and Snow Miser, funnily enough. We've done a Heat Miser already, so it's time to do his brother Snow Miser on the next episode of Mike's Hard Reviews 12 Drinks of Christmas. Roll the intro. No thank you, I do not want Snapchat Plus. That sounds like a waste of my time and money. Hey there, ho there, and hello, welcome back to Mike's Hard Reviews. Today we are looking at the 4th episode of our 12 Drinks of Christmas series, and I'm realizing I don't know if I've ever put this graphic up before, like, since I put it up in the first video. So we're gonna use it again. You're welcome. Today, yes, we're gonna make a Snow Miser, and more specifically, a Snow Miser Grasshopper. This is a reinvention of the original boozy, like, milkshake kind of drink that I made a while back, actually 3 years ago now, in the original series of Christmas videos I made when the channel first started. Let's talk about the ingredients. To make this cocktail, you will need vanilla ice cream, coconut milk, a peppermint spirit of some kind, and white crème de cacao, with the option for blue food dye. You can skip the food dye, obviously, if you have a problem with that. I don't know why you would. They're perfectly safe most of the time. Peppermint spirit, pick whatever you want. I was going to go for peppermint schnapps, specifically Yukon Jack peppermint schnapps, because it has a slight blue hue to it, but I couldn't find any on short notice. And other peppermint schnappses were like Aero, the shit that comes in plastic bottles at like every liquor store ever, and they all leak. I'll pass. I went for this instead because this is a seasonal varietal of Smirnoff that is available right now, and if you wanted to try it, this is a good way to do it. I'm also showing you how they package the coconut milk, because I'm not referring to drinkable coconut milk here. I am actually referring to coconut milk used for cooking. The reason why is because this has the addition of xanthan gum, guar gum, gum arabic, some form of stabilizer in it, and emulsifier in it, so that it can be used to make sauces. And this is going to help keep our cocktail from separating into water or like liquor and dairy components over time. That helps create a more stable single unit drink. And then for the garnish, you're going to need some whipped cream of some kind and blue sprinkles. I went for canned here because I do kind of want to get that sundae-esque like swirl going on it, and whatever kind of sprinkles you want are fine. I just found these ones that had all the colors I'll need for everything I'm doing on the show this season. There will not be a repeat of last time we did this, where I bought 3 different containers of green sparkles. Not gonna happen. Without further ado, let's go ahead and shake one of these up. We're actually gonna need only 1 piece of our cocktail shaker this time, because we are going to immersion blend it like a milkshake. Now, if this is not an easy option for you because you don't have an immersion blender, that's totally fine. Instead, go ahead and make a double batch in a regular blender. The double batch is because those blenders require, like standing blenders, require more volume to get flowing properly. An immersion blender doesn't have that problem, but it does have the problem of like not being able to make batches. So give and take, 50-50. Do whatever works for you. To begin, I'm gonna get into this ice cream here, and we're gonna do just a single scoop of this ice cream. I'm not sure what size this ice cream scoop is anymore. I did used to know how many ounces it was. I don't anymore. I think it's a 4-ounce scoop. Not sure though. I would say it's like a medium-sized scoop if I were to give it like a general category of size. We're gonna come behind that with 1 ounce of our coconut milk. Note to self for the future, you gotta shake these ones before you use them. I forgot. This is still good, right? Yeah, it is. All right, weird. We'll come behind that with 1 ounce of our peppermint spirit and 1 ounce of our white crème de cacao. Like I said before, if you don't care about the color, you can skip the food dye and just use a dark crème de cacao. You're gonna get like a light brown color, and that's not bad. It just doesn't look as like aesthetic and doesn't look like the character, but that's up to you. It's your drink, not mine. Now we're kind of going off the Wisconsin idea here, so like a Wisconsin style grasshopper, Wisconsin style pink squirrel, Wisconsin style golden Cadillac, where the ice component is just the ice cream. So there's no ice added to this. You can if you want to, because those emulsifiers are gonna keep it from separating, but it also helps just make a creamier, more solid drink either way. So you don't need to if you don't want to. We're gonna blend this on slow and then go up to high as necessary to blend it. Unfortunately, my cable is short enough that this is gonna come off the camera and go over here, so you can kind of see it. Our drink's all mixed up, so I'm gonna grab our glass out of the freezer. In this particular case, I'm gonna use a goblet style glass, and we'll just pour that all straight into the container. To finish that up, I'm gonna go ahead with our whipped cream here, and just do a little sundae crown on top. Finally, we'll hit it with some wintry Christmas magic by throwing some sprinkles on top. This container's ass. Well, once you get enough on there to know that there are blue sprinkles on it, serve forth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Snow Miser Grasshopper. Cheers. Probably the most industrially involved cocktail we're gonna make on the entire series. So don't expect it to be this difficult in the future. Go ahead and grab a straw to give this a taste. Cheers. Yeah, that's nice. It's a grasshopper, what can I say? The main distinction that it has from any other grasshopper is that kind of thick, richer, more like creamy, gummy coconut milk, which is not a bad thing. It's not chewy gummy, but like different, like thick gummy. That gives it this like nice body to it that's a little bit different, a little bit more round than a just like regular all dairy grasshopper. And there's the slightest bit of that coconut flavor sticking around in there. Now, the chocolate and the mint are both really loud flavors, so they kind of, cover it up. Not completely gone though, which is kind of the point. More importantly, you get to keep the idea of controlling your color. This is a little bit bluish gray for my liking. I think the ice cream that I used was a little bit too yellow for this little bit of food dye that I added. But if you wanted to add more, you obviously could, or you can just take it out altogether. It wouldn't really matter. Yeah, if you wanted something that was obviously a crowd pleaser, you could throw, 7 times this into a standard, large size blender and make a batch for a whole party. They'll be gone and housed well before that party is over, I will tell you that. You might want to serve it with a spoon so that folks can scoop out the whipped cream on top each time, or maybe make it in little tiny shooter cups, because then you could do a little shooter with a little bit of just, whipped cream on top and then the sprinkles. It could be good. Man, I forgot how much I like these. I almost want to make like a dark version of it that has Fernet in it or something. It'd be so much fun. Well, that is it for this episode of 12 Drinks of Christmas on Mike Started Reviews. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, stick around tomorrow for the next episode of the series, where I bring back another original cocktail from the original series and really do fix it up and make it easier to produce at home. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all there. Cheers and bye-bye.